Hello guys, what's up? It's Tova. I hope you all are doing well today. If you're new to my channel, my name is Tova and I run an online business called Reborn Club where I sell positive and uplifting messages on apparel, guided journals, accessories, and so much more. So if you're interested in following along my journey and learning all things about entrepreneurship, lifestyle, wellness, and all that fun stuff, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Today's video is actually going to be an informational one and a really important one, and we're going to be talking about what my week looks like, how I schedule my week as a business owner and as an entrepreneur. This is going to be a super detailed video, so make sure you bring out a notebook, I don't know, get your favorite drink and get ready to learn. While we're on the topic of having our favorite drinks, let's go make some of my favorite drinks for this video. I have a ritual. I always make my morning coffee, but before I do, I usually like to have my little Magic Mind drinks. You have probably seen me have these drinks in my past videos. Magic Mind are like these little green juices. They're so freaking cute and they have matcha, adaptogens, nootropics, and immunity in them. So it is really just like a little productivity juice, and this is definitely gonna help me get through this video. But before we drink this, I have a special guest. She's gonna try it with me. Everybody welcome my mom.
Hello everybody.
I've tried this for months, but my mom has never tried these drinks before, so I'm gonna get her first impression on these because they are a green drink, so they do have a strong taste, but I do kind of want to know how it affects her, if it will, and how she likes the taste. Look how cute when you order it. It comes in this little carton. You could just pop them right in your fridge. I have a fresh new batch. I'm so excited about it.
Nice and cold.
Give it a shake.
I like green drinks. I drink spinach every day.
You're gonna feel really healthy after drinking this. You can read it. It has matcha, which boosts your energy, adaptogens, which helps you relax, nootropics, which keeps you focused, and immunity, which has vitamin C, vitamin D, and echinacea.
I love it.
So
it's like
good.
magic in a bottle.
Exactly. Okay, ready? Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Cheers, hon.
Cheers.
Always look at someone when you cheers them.
Cheers.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good taste,
it's better
right?
than my spinach drink, that's for sure.
Oh, someone's at the door. This is like their new formula, which means that you'll start feeling like a sense of elevated energy and just like focus within a very short period of time. But also the best part is that you can have a coffee after this, which is exactly what I'm gonna do.
Won't be jittery?
Nope, not at all.
I like it. Buy it.
If you guys are interested in purchasing, you can use the code right here and the link in the description box down below to save money on your next order. She has no problem telling the truth, so.
Oh, if it was gross, I would have spit it out. No, but it was really, really tasty. And don't forget to stay cool.
Now that we have our coffee, we're all ready to go and we're comfy, let's get into this video. I really want to give you guys the best tips I can possibly give. So taking this video very seriously. Today, we're going to talk about how to take your business seriously and how to create more time in your day to actually scale and grow your business when you can't afford to hire anybody else. I would say just about under a year ago, I started to really take my business seriously. I sat down and I mapped out everything that I need to do for my business, like all the tasks, all the duties, all the roles that I have to play, everything. Because I felt like what I was doing in my day was a little bit mundane, but it also wasn't serving me in any purpose. I kind of woke up and I was like, okay, what do I want to work on for my business today? And there's so much that can get lost in that. There are so many weak points that aren't focused on in that. I was starting to notice that where I would spend a whole day or a whole week working on a brand new design, and then I just completely ignored all the other things like marketing, fulfillment, customer service, advertising. Like I forgot all of those things, and I just got so caught up in doing whatever I felt like doing that day that I just neglected so many weak points in my business, and it really didn't help me grow at all. So I realized that if I don't organize what every single day brings for me, what tasks I can do every single day, like an actual job, basically I treated myself like I was hiring myself in several different aspects of my business. I was like, okay, if I were to hire on someone for marketing and social media, what tasks would I give them? So I would write those things down. And then if I was like, okay, if I were to hire someone for design, what tasks would I give them? Same for customer service and fulfillment and so on. So that's how I started organizing my day. And I realized like if I don't organize what I need to work on, then I may not always recognize my weak areas. And this new business practice has helped me so much in growing my business and recognizing what I need to work on and just kind of organizing organizing my mind, because if you're a small business owner, then you know that your mind is everywhere. You are literally putting on like 1,000 different hats. You're doing so many different things, and it gets really, really hard to focus in and dial in on doing one thing, and you're just kind of like stimulus overload. You're everywhere all at once. It's really hard to operate this way. So that being said, that's where this video comes into place. I hope I can really help you guys today, because at the end of the day, if you really want to scale and grow your business, then you need to take your business seriously. You need to stop thinking about it as something that's just going to supply your lifestyle, but rather like, how is this going to operate as a business? My last point as to why I think this video is going to be so important and so helpful is because there is always work for you to do. And I feel like sometimes when it gets quiet, at least for me, before I implemented this into my routine, I felt like days where I didn't have any orders to package, I didn't have any new designs to work on, all my emails were answered, everything like that. I'm like, okay, there's nothing to do. I can take the day off. There is always something for you to do. And after this video, after you organize your schedule, you will realize that there's always something that you can do. Not that like you have to hustle and work every single day. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if you feel like, well, I have nothing to do for my business, like maybe it's time to call it quits, give up, blah, blah, blah. There's always work for you to do. You just have to recognize it. So this is my little calendar. I've made it from Monday to Sunday. It's my schedule. It's my holy grail. I used to have it up on my wall, and this is like what I would look at every single day. I'd be like, okay, today's Monday. What do I do? I'm gonna share exactly what I do every single day, exactly what my tasks are every single day. But before I do that, I want you to make a mind map. Mind maps are like my best friend. You're going to get like a blank piece of paper, and you're going to write things on the paper like design, scaling, growth, marketing, and whatever else you think is necessary for your business. You're gonna like write that in the middle. So for instance, marketing, you're gonna write marketing and circle around it. And now you're gonna stem out from it and start writing things that you think is necessary for marketing. Like this is where you're just gonna brain dump. This is what my pages would look like. I wrote one thing and then I just kind of kept pulling off at that. When you're making this mind map, you need to recognize the major issues that you need to fix. So let's talk about like marketing and scaling. This was one of my mind map things. Something that I realized I need to fix was I needed to learn more about the sales funnel and more about how sales operate, because I have no background in that. I also needed to look into ads, because for a very long time, almost I would say that my entire business duration, I've always done organic marketing. I've only like played around, like dipped my toes in some ads, but I never really lasted for more than a month running ads. So I don't really say that I run ads very much. Ads was a major issue that I needed to fix. I really wanted to get into advertising. Same with email marketing. How can I make my email marketing different? What's something that I can send out weekly, for instance, to engage more of my community and my members? And then for SMS marketing, one of my ideas was if I send out a message on the first of every month and I give a quote or give something or give a little reminder, that's a touch that could make my business more personable. People could start looking forward to it. These are all things that I'm not doing, but I could be doing. And these are all creative ways that I was like, okay, what can I do for email marketing, for SMS marketing, for photo shoots, for influencers, for ads, for giveaways, for social media, like all these things that are involved in marketing and scaling your business. What are things that I can do in every single one of these that would fix a problem that I'm having? Like I'm not getting enough sales. I'm not getting enough attention to my website. That's just an example. So I want you to make a mind map right now with all the areas that you think you need to focus on the most, and just brain dump everything that you think you can do. Really start having a good creative session. What are some things that you could do that you're not doing right now that would fix problems that you are having? Once you make a mind map, then you can make a big list of all the tasks that need to be done. So for instance, if you're not doing any email or SMS marketing right now, then that's a task that needs to get done. If you aren't taking days to make social media content and batch, then that's a task that needs to get done. So you're gonna make this entire list of tasks, and now this is where the fun part starts. You're going to start organizing those tasks into different days, kind of grouping them together. I hope that makes sense. So that's what you wanna do first. Now that that's out of the way, we're gonna talk about my schedule. If you wanna replicate the schedule, go for it. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are my marketing days, my social media and marketing days. Now, my tasks for those days, like there are some main tasks in each of those days that look the same, but there are also tasks in each of those days that I've kind of broken up and given in different areas. The first thing on my marketing day list is SMS and email campaigns for the week. This is where I will assess if I need to send out anything for this week. Am I having a sale this week? Am I having a launch next week and I want to start prepping people for it? Am I by doing just like a random, you know, quote or sending out something sweet to my email subscribers or my SMS subscribers. This is where I'll make that email and I'll schedule it for sometime this week. The platform that I use for email marketing is Klaviyo. It's really easy to use. I usually make all of my email campaigns, like the graphics in Canva, and then I'll upload it to Klaviyo to get this seamless look, something that looks a little bit more put together. And then for SMS marketing, I use Postscript. Let me tell you, if you're not using SMS marketing right now, you need to get on that grind. I've been operating with SMS marketing for less than a year now, but I've already generated over $40,000 in sales just from literally sending out a text message. It is so much more successful than email marketing is. And I don't think it replaces it by any means. I think it's important to have SMS and email marketing because they're both so different. SMS marketing is just like a text, and email marketing, people that can actually see photos and there's graphics and there's more creativity that goes into it. And some people still do only check their emails, but a lot of the time, depending on your demographic, a lot of people just like, they get a text, they click on it, it's easy. The second thing that I do on Mondays is I make social media content. So this is where I'll make reels, TikToks, shorts, and I'll make that all for the week. Now, my little secret, and I feel like it's very common these days, you just batch make content. You make one thing for one platform and then you cross share it on all these different platforms. A really cool feature about TikTok right now is that you can save the TikTok straight from the page, and it saves the sound and everything. So you no longer have to get rid of that watermark with a third-party website. You can actually save the TikTok straight from there, and then you can start uploading it on other platforms. I'll make a TikTok, I'll save it before I post it. Then I'll take that TikTok and post it on Instagram Reels, and then I'll take that TikTok and I'll post it on YouTube Shorts. Now I've reused and recycled the same content, but on different platforms, and you never know how the algorithm will react on different platforms. I'll have a TikTok that might not do well, but then it's hit over 20,000 views on Instagram, or it's hit over 5,000 views on YouTube Shorts, but it's only at 600 views on TikTok. This is a really, really good way of being consistent with your content without actually having to do more work. I usually make all my content a week in advance. Sometimes if I have some really good ideas, I'll make it the day of and post it, but for the most part, I'd like to have at least 5 TikToks and 5 Reels and 5 Shorts scheduled and planned for the week ahead. I'll also just plan my feeds. So right now I'm not using anything crazy. I use the app Preview, and that just allows me to look at my feed on Instagram and just kind of see what goes together. Mondays are also my days that I post on YouTube, so I make sure that my YouTube video is scheduled and ready to go on Mondays. I always do live premieres for my YouTube videos, so I always like to be on exactly at the time I post my YouTube video so I can chat with all of you, and I just feel like that helps kind of create a more personal, it's something small, but that's what I also do on Mondays. And then the last thing I'll do on Mondays, if I'm running ads, I just kind of check how my ads did over the weekend and check if I need to fix anything about them. But right now I'm not running any ads, so it's not really something that I add into my routine. Now that we're done with Monday, let's go to Wednesday, which is my next marketing day. So for Wednesdays, the first thing I do is I look at Pinterest. Pinterest is another social media platform. It's really easy to use, but a lot of people kind of neglect it because it doesn't bring immediate results like posting a TikTok would or posting an Instagram Reel would. Pinterest, I usually like to automate my pins for a week at the very bare minimum. And this could be so simple, like also reusing your TikToks and Reels. Literally take that video, post it on Pinterest, or you can also post the photos that you post on Instagram. You literally just, I usually like to do a mix of videos and photos. And what you can do is just schedule them for every single day of the week. I will schedule from like Wednesday to Wednesday essentially, and just have all my pins up. Once it's scheduled, you literally don't have to do anything. It'll just post every single day, and it's so easy. Sometimes out of the blue, pin will start getting some momentum, and I've had a pin, I think it's over, like, actually let's check together what this pin is at. So this is the pin. It's literally just me and my "This Moment Will Never Come Again" hoodie. And that pin, from like the day I posted it, it has gotten me 819,000 impressions. I'll also tell you how many people have clicked on the pin and gone into my website. 24,000 pin clicks. So that's why Pinterest can be such a powerful tool. You never know what's going to start getting some momentum. Another thing I do about Wednesdays for marketing is to research content ideas and kind of gather them into my draft. drafts. This is another way of me prepping to film content on Mondays. So on Wednesdays, I'll go through TikTok and I'll start looking at different businesses, different accounts, and seeing what kind of stuff they're posting. Sometimes there's good sounds that I want to start using. So I'll take that sound or I'll take that idea, I'll make it a draft, like literally of just me or the ceiling, and I'll write the idea that I want to do in that draft and I just save it. So then on Monday or on Friday at the end of the week when I start making more content, I already know what I need to do. And then the last thing I do on Wednesday is also just like kind of dabble into whatever else needs to be done, but those are like the main tasks that I give myself for Wednesdays on marketing days. Okay, the last marketing day is Friday, and for this day I go back to creating more content. You can never have enough. So I'm back to creating pictures, reels, and TikToks. On Fridays I'll also do little photo shoots if I want. So this is where, like, if the weather's good, I'll take myself out, maybe get a friend with me, and I'll go shoot some photos in different areas. And this helps me kind of create more content and make sure that I have stuff to do and stuff to post that aren't just like things that I make at home. Fridays, I also check my ads, see how they performed for the week. I'll check my SMS and email marketing, see the analytics of that, see how they performed for the week. And I also analyze my insights on social media, see how that performed. Okay, did this one thing get me website clicks? How long did I retain the audience's attention? These are all just like small things that I look at. So you just want to kind of go through your Instagram, you go through insights, and then you can see impressions, followers, did you gain some, did you lose some? You just kind of want to look at what you're doing, because if you're oblivious and you're not looking at any of that, then you have no clue how to continue to make strong things stronger and the weak things stronger. I'll also take Fridays to editing any content that I haven't edited so far. Like for instance, when you're filming a bunch of reels, I'll film like pack an order with me, and sometimes I'll forget to edit it because I'm busy filming it. So on Fridays, I just look through my camera roll and see what I need to edit. The editing platform that I use for my TikToks and Reel is usually going to be CapCut, and then the editing platform I use for my YouTube video is Final Cut Pro. So that is the gist for marketing. Don't forget to drink your water. Now that we're all done with marketing, let's go to Tuesday's task, which is design work. On Tuesdays, this is where I give myself the creative ability to design and work on new collections. What this looks like for me is kind of brain dumping things that I'm inspired by or things that I've wrote in my journal lately, seeing like, you know, is there something I can get out of it? Like, can I make a collection out of it? I just kind of play around with new trends and new colors, new styles, and see how I like things. Another thing I'll do is look at all the different colors that I can start working with. And sometimes, like right now, I'm planning a collection that's all the way in October. It's taking time to plan ahead, and it will just make your life so much easier if you can plan months and months ahead. It'll also make your life so much cheaper. My favorite apps for design work is Procreate. That's where I can like draw whatever I want and make notes on whatever I want. So Procreate is definitely my go-to, and Canva and Photoshop. Those are my top three. Yeah, that's how I make new collections. Color picking is probably my favorite thing to do when it comes to making new collections, because there's just so many options to choose from. Also fabric picking. When you find a manufacturer that you like, a lot of people ask me where I get my big color books from. Those are from my manufacturers from overseas. You can ask them for those books. I literally just ask them like for the color books of different fabrics. So like they're terry cloth, they're fleece, they're 100% cotton fabric, cotton polyester fabrics. You can ask them for those things and they can send them to you. So then you have the feel of the fabric, and you also have all the colors in person to see what they look like. And that way you know what color and what fabric you're ordering before you get it. Another thing I do on Tuesdays, on design days, is I work on my website and I analyze if I can make it any better. I don't know. Sometimes my website is like just hitting bare minimum, and I restock things, I take out things, and then, you know, after a couple months, it kind of looks a little bit messy. And there's a lot of things on the homepage that's sold out that I can, you know, bump to the bottom of the page and put things that aren't sold out at the top. And sometimes I just get busy and I don't think about that. So on design days, that's when I take the time to look at my website and be like, okay, I don't want these sold out items at the very front page of my website because that doesn't look good. Move them to the bottom and start adding things that are in stock right now. Move that to the top. Also, this is where I'll change my header or change the main page photo, like the landing page photo. Just like small things that I can do to fix up my website, make sure that it looks good on mobile, make sure it looks good on desktop. Yeah, just like refresh your website every so often. On design days, I'll also create specific types of posts for my social media. So this includes my Some Things You May Need to Hear posts. This is my Some Things You May Me Need to Hear Today posts, and they just have like a bunch of positive affirmations and quotes and reminders on them. Usually those things I'll create on my design days. I'll also make up important dates for my brand. So this is where I'll plan my launch days. Did I just have this new collection? And is it launching? If it's launching at the end of June, for instance, what's my days gonna look like planning up for that? How can I make graphics for that? The last thing I do on design days is I search for trends on Pinterest and other platforms. I'll see what are the colors that are trending right now. What's the style? Is it oversized? Is it cropped? Is it long shorts, short shorts? Things like that. You just wanna look around, see what other brands are doing. If you're in something that's not clothing, obviously, if you're doing something like makeup, see what the packaging look like, see what like marketing looks like. If you're doing something like candles, see what other people's packaging, is it organic, is it this, is it that? Like, you just kind of want to be aware. You want to be aware of your brand. You want to have awareness for other brands, because that will help you be a smarter and more educated business owner. Okay, we're almost done here, guys. So much information. I really hope this is going to help you out. Okay, Thursdays, we do fulfillment and service. What this looks like is packing orders. Now, don't get me wrong, I will usually, like if I have orders coming in every single day, if it's just like 1 or 2 orders, sometimes I'll just package them the day I get them and I won't wait. But typically Thursdays are my packaging days, where I'll package all the items together. And then this will help me also go on TikTok live and package it all. If I only have 1 order to package, I don't usually like to go on TikTok live, because I like to go on live when I have things to do. So if I wait from like a whole week of orders and I package them on live, then I'll have, you know, maybe like 10 plus orders to package. And then this kind of helps you stay on TikTok live for longer, gives you something to do, and a lot of people end up ordering when they see you package orders too. This is a really good tactic that I use. I like to just batch pack things on one day. Another thing I'll do on my fulfillment and service days is clean up my office. Sometimes it can get a mess, and I usually like to just, you know, tidy it all up, make it nice for the next week, and just make sure everything's clean. Wipe down the counters, sanitize everything, fold items that maybe I like took out in a haste, and just put everything back into all the places that it needs to be in. Also, if I get any items in, like restocked items, then I'll take Thursdays to fold them, tag them, put them away. So this is kind of where I restock inventory as well. If I need to restock my journals, if I need to restock anything on the shelves that aren't on the shelves and are in other boxes because they couldn't fit on the shelves before, then this is where I will replenish the stock and just make sure everything is spick and span. On fulfillment and service days as well, I will answer emails. Now, I always answer my emails every single day. Like every morning I'll answer emails, but there are some emails that I, you know, just push off a little bit longer because I'm too lazy to answer them, or I don't feel like answering them. So Thursdays are the days where I'm like those starred or unread emails that have been unread for a little bit of time. That's usually when I'll answer them. Now, these last few things are things that I'll do if I have extra time in that day. So I'll work on community integration, basically asking myself, how can I integrate my community more into my business? Are there different things I can do, like events that I can do, or campaigns, or small things on my Instagram stories, doing polls, asking questions, like what are some things I can do to make my customers and supporters happy, to make them feel like they're connected with the brand, and to make them all feel like they're part of a community. The last thing I'll do on Thursdays, if I have time, is my finances, which I hate, but right now I use QuickBooks, and that's how I kind of keep track of all my finances. It is like literally a godsend when it's tax season, because everything is already done. If you stay on top of your taxes and you stay on top of your expenses, if you do it like at the end of every month and you do your expenses for that month, I'm telling you, your future self will thank you. Saturdays and Sundays are kind of just spillover days, so I attend to anything that I miss throughout the week. This is really helpful for the weeks where you don't have anything big coming up and you just need to, you know, work on the small little things, the things that actually help scale and grow your business, the small things that you forget sometimes. This is what this plan is good for. That was so much information. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any videos of mine. If you have any questions about this video whatsoever, or about any of the content that I talked about, just leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to answer it. Also, I feel like the one thing that really got me through literally sitting for like 40-50 minutes explaining everything to you in this video was that Magic Mind drink. So if you're interested in purchasing the Magic Mind drink, you can use my code right here to save money off your order, and you can use the link in my description box to shop. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting once again. I'll see you again sometime soon, and don't forget to stay cool. Peace.
2, 3, funky.
My darling, I love you.